it's Lynn here, and I'm going to take you through a quick on the mat intermediate class where we're going to do a whole bunch of exercise that mimic working on the reformer, but on the mat. So let's get started. Let's get started like we get started with the typical reformer class, our footwork. So you're going to lie back on the mat. Let's just start with some quick deep breaths. Place your hands and your palms into the mat. Press and really relax your body. Press your back into the mat. Close your eyes for just a couple seconds. Breathe in, inhale deeply, and exhale everything out. Do that one more time. Inhale deeply in, and exhale everything out. Exhale all the stresses away. One last time. Deep inhale, and exhale. Okay, from here, let's get started. Your legs are going to be in tabletop position. You're looking straight up, hands still pressed into the mat. From here, we're going to do heels on. So you're going to flex those feet. You're going to press those legs out to a 45-degree angle, and then bend your knees back in. Yeah, just like that. Press your knees out, and bend those legs back in. It's just like doing footwork on the reformer, except there's a little bit more ab engagement with this movement. You press out and in. And if your legs will need to be a little higher as you press out, that's totally fine in order to keep your back nice and aligned, nice and stable as you do this movement. Keep pressing out and in. Let's do this 3 more times. Really flex those feet. Those legs are zipped nice and together. For 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bend those knees in for a second. This time I want you to point those toes like we're doing toes on the footboard. From here, you're going to press those legs out and in. Legs are still nice and glued together the entire time. The only change in this movement this time is your toes are nice and pointed. Keep going. Pressing out and in, getting those abs nice and warm. They're gonna love you today. Let's do it for 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. Press all the way out. Hold there. From here, you're gonna flex your feet and then point your toes. You flex and you point. Oh yes, those abs should feel it. Flex and point. Give me 3, for 2, and 1. Good job. Bend those knees in, rock from side to side. Last bit of footwork here. Legs back in tabletop position. This time, your heels are together, toes are apart. You're in a Pilates V position. You're gonna press those legs out and in like you're doing the frogs. Yep. Press your legs out and in, nice and slow. Body is getting nice and warm. Those legs are moving. Your arms are pressed into that mat. Your upper body's engaged, holding you nice and still on that mat, but that core is also working to keep your back nice and stable as you press in and out. Let's go for 3, 2, last 1. Bend those knees all the way into your chest and rock from side to side. Good work. Let's get into that ab series, not like we haven't been working them already. Your legs are in tabletop position. This time we're moving into toe taps. Single leg toe taps. So you're going to take that right leg. It's going to slightly bend. Toe taps onto the floor. Comes back up. Left leg comes down. Legs are in a 90-degree angle the entire time. So that hinge in your knee isn't changing. You are just moving that leg from the hip joint as the toe taps towards the ground and comes back up. That's it. We alternate legs. Down and up and down and up. Good. Keep on going. Tap one foot down. Tap the other foot down. Nice. If you want to give yourself more of a challenge in this move, you're always welcome to interlace your fingers behind your head and give yourself a nice upper ab curl. We're gonna do a lot more abs though, so if that's too much for you, don't you worry. You can place your head back down on the mat. I'm gonna do that. Let's do 3 more for 3. Last 2. And 1. Legs back in tabletop position, double toe tap. Both feet. Tap the mat. Come back up to tabletop. That's it. You tap. Come back up to tabletop. Now the same rule applies here if you find that your back is arching up and down. As you move those legs down towards the mat, just limit your range of motion. Don't move those toes quite down as far towards the mat. That's totally fine. I just want your abs working, keeping them nice and tight. Again, that 90-degree angle in those knees are staying exactly the same. You're just hinging from the hips. Let's do 3 more. For 3. Last 2. And 1. Good job. Legs into tabletop position. Bend one knee into your chest, other leg extends out, single leg stretch. From here, I'm going to bring my head up for an upper ab curl. You grab that knee that's bent in and you switch and switch and switch and switch. Keep going, switch and switch and switch and switch. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Both knees bend into your chest. This time, interlace those fingers behind your head. We're doing that again, but adding a rotation to it. So you're gonna bend one knee into your chest, other leg comes out to 45 degree. You bring your opposite armpit to your opposite knee, and then you switch, bring the other opposite armpit to the other opposite knee. Keep going. Do this at your own pace. You switch side to side to side to side. Good. Really make sure as you do this, you're not moving from those arms. It's not your arms that are coming or those elbows coming to those opposite knees. It's that opposite rib or that opposite armpit. I want you moving from your obliques and your core. Keep going. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, your abs should feel it. Bend your knees. Rest for just 1 second. When 1 second's over, legs in tabletop position, bring those arms up to the ceiling, palms facing forward, and when you're ready, those hands come down, hover over the mat, bring your head up for an upper ab curl. You start pumping those arms for those hundreds. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you bring your legs to 90? 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you drop your legs a few inches? 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Little more. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and bend those knees in. You are done with those abs for now. We're still gonna lie on our backs. What a good workout when you can lie down. This time, feet come down onto the mat, hip distance apart, palms pressing into the mat. We're working into those bridges. From here, you lift those hips up to the sky, and you bring them down. Booty taps on the mat. You bring them back up, and then booty taps on the mat. Good. Lift those hips up to the sky. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze those hamstrings at the top, and you tap back down. Good. Lift and lower. Nice hinge bridge here. So your back is in a neutral spine. Each time you come up, you just lift them straight up, and then your booty taps back down on the mat, and you bring it straight back up. Good. Let's do it like this for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift all the way up and give me 10 tiny pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower everything back down. Relax for just 1 second. We're going to move into that marching. So this time I want you to give me a few articulated bridges. How this works, Your back peels off the mat, one vertebrae at a time. And then slowly it peels your upper, middle, then lower back. Hits the mat. Good. You peel that back up. And then you slowly lower yourself down one vertebrae at a time. It's like you're giving yourself a spinal massage. Each time you hit the floor, keep going at your own pace. You lift up, squeeze all the way at the top, and you lower down one bone at a time. Each time you lower down, I want you to make sure you just tap that booty on the mat, and then you come right back up. No resting period here. We are lifting, squeezing at the top, and lowering. Good. Do this 3 more times like this, and then we'll move into marching, just like we would do on the reformer. Last 2. And last one, lift those hips all the way up to the sky. From here, your right leg comes into tabletop position. You lower that leg back down. Left leg comes into tabletop position. Lower that leg back down. Your booty is lifted the entire time. Keep it nice and elevated where you started. You switch legs back and forth, lifting, squeezing, engaging the entire time, toes pointing each time that leg comes into tabletop position. Keep going. Your core should definitely feel this too. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lower everything back down. Bend those knees in for a second. Rock from side to side. We are going to move into those single leg bridges, and then we'll be done with the bridges. From here, that right leg comes into tabletop position or straight to 90 degrees. Pick your poison. Slightly bent knee is totally fine too. We're going to move into those articulated bridges again. You peel that back up off the mat. Lift those hips up. Good. And then lower everything back down. We're just going to do this 7 more times. Lift everything up and lower everything down. Keep going. 6. Lower. Breathe. Lift up for 5. Squeeze at the top. Lower. Breathe. Last 4. For 3. Last 2. On this last one, hold yourself all the way up. I want you to keep those hips lifted. Keep them lifted. You lower that leg onto the ground. Hips are still lifted. Switch. Other leg comes up to that tabletop or that straight leg, whatever option you choose. Let's move right into those articulated bridges. Lower that back down on the mat, one bone at a time, and lift. Just 8 on this side. Lower everything down. Booty taps, squeeze. That's 7. Lift up. That's 6. Almost there. Lower everything down. Lift up, squeeze. You're done with 5. For 4. Keep going. You got it. Last 3. Nice work. Lower everything down. Lift those hips up to the sky. Last 2. This is your last one. You lower everything down one bone at a time. Booty hits the mat. Lift all the way up. Keep those hips lifted. Bend that knee so that foot hits the floor. Your hips are still lifted. Give me 10 tiny pulses up and down. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice work. Extend those legs all the way out. Arms reach out overhead, palms facing the ceiling. From here, I want you to slowly roll yourself up off the mat and give yourself a nice forward fold. Your fingers reach for those toes. Your back is nice and rounded, nose to knee. Give yourself a nice stretch in those legs because we're about to work those legs. Breathe here, and we'll come up to standing. All right. So from here, from standing, we are going to do some lunges. Yay! So I hope you guys can see me, but what you're going to do is just some backward lunges like you would do on the reformer. Imagine your foot is up against that shoulder block on the reformer. So you're going to take that foot, slide it back into a lunge. Hands can be on your hips, and you bring it forward to standing. Again, slide it back. Good job. Bring it forward to standing. Let's do that 6 more times. Oh yeah. Forward to standing. Good. For 5, Last 4. And 3. For 2. And you know I like pulses. Last one, bring that knee back, pulse up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up to standing. Let's do it on the other side. 8 on this side. Your opposite leg comes back. Slide it back. And bring it forward, back to standing. Just tap that toe on the ground. Again, slide it nice and back. And come back up to standing. 6 more. Come down. And up. Last 5. And up. For 4. And up. 3. For 2. Slide that leg back. Last one, slide that leg back, knees bent, lunge, hold, pulse it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring those legs together, reach up overhead, forward fold, arms reach for those toes. Bring those arms to those elbows, rock from side to side. Ever so slightly, we're coming back down on the mat, but this time we're doing some prone moves. So imagine we have the long bucks, and we're laying down on the long bucks. You know how we do that pulling straps move? You have straps in your hands, you pull back. If you don't know, that's totally fine. We're gonna simulate that right now on the mat. So you are lying down, imagine you're holding onto those straps. Those straps are right behind you. You're gonna bring them forward, right in front of you. And then each time you pull those straps back, you lift that chest. That's what I want you to do. You bring those arms forward, relax that chest down, bring those legs, straps back, lift that chest up. Like pulling straps. Except we are on the mat, not on the reformer. When you do this move on the reformer or on the long box, you make sure those legs behind you are nice or engaged. They're not just lying there, flopping down on the box. They are strong, they are tight, they are engaged. Each time you bring those arms back and forward and really engage and lift that chest, work that back. Good. Let's keep going. Give me 8 more. For 7. Nice. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Nice job. Lower everything down for a second. This time you're letting go of those straps. Just toss them to the side. Your arms come forward. Legs are engaged. You lift your opposite leg, opposite arm, and then you switch and switch and go nice and fast into swimmers. You are a fish swimming through the ocean. You switch those legs, switch those arms, and swim through the ocean. Keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Lower everything down. Lift yourself up. Sink your booty back to your heels. Nice child's pose stretch. Heels together. Knees apart. You reach those arms up, 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 up. Press those palms into the mat and breathe. Really relax. This was a quick workout, so we're almost done, and we are going to finish with a couple planks. So you're already almost in the correct position. Let's start with a plank hold. You have options. You can do a straight arm plank, plank on your knees, or a plank on your elbows. I'm going to do a full plank on my elbows. Find the position that works for you. You bring those legs back, tuck those toes under, and hold a nice flat back from here. Hold for me here for just 30 seconds. Core is nice and tight, back is nice and flat. Elbows or arms directly under those shoulders, or if you're sweaty like me, you're slipping and sliding, just trying to hold this position, but you got it. Choose the option that works for you. We're gonna keep holding. Breathe. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those knees, sink your booty back to your heels, quick child's pose stretch. Awesome job. And I'm slipping and sliding, but hey, we're gonna try this next move. Next plank we're doing is a body saw. So you can do this either with a straight arm or on your elbows. But all you're doing is you're holding that beautiful plank. You're shifting your body weight forward a little bit and back. That's it. I'm gonna do this elbow on my elbows to just help my wrist. Choose which options works for you. Again, find that nice beautiful plank. You shift your body forward a little bit and back. That's it. It's like your body is a saw, sawing through a piece of wood. Your toes will point and then flex each time you bring yourself forward and back. Good. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees come down, booty comes back to your heels, quick child's pose stretch. Last move for this workout that we're going to do, last burner, mountain climbers or mountain climber planks. Choose what option works for you. So I'm gonna do this with straight arms. You're gonna work in that plank position again. This time, all you're gonna do is drive one knee into your chest, bring that leg back. Opposite knee comes into your chest, you bring that leg back. That is all you're doing the entire time. You can go fast, you can go slow. Choose what works for you. This is your last move, so I challenge you to add that little element of cardio into this. All right, let's do it. Tuck your toes under, bring those legs back, arms directly underneath your shoulder. Beautiful straight plank. Bring one knee into your chest, bring it back. Opposite knee comes into your chest, bring it back. Keep going at your own pace. One knee comes into your chest at a time. I'm gonna move a little bit faster. We're just holding this for the next 20 seconds. Opposite knee comes in and out. You got it. Keep going. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Knees come down. Sink your booty back to your heels. Really, really feel this stretch here. This nice child's pose stretch. I'm going to ask you to bring your arms slightly to the left. Your body's going to slightly curve in a C position in this child's pose. Really press down into the mat or the floor, whatever you're pressing into. Get a little bit of a stretch in those obliques. And when you're ready on this breath, bring those arms to the opposite side. Again, your body forms a slight C, the opposite direction. Really press that chest down into the mat, those palms down into the floor, and breathe. Nice stretch to those obliques here. All right. Let's do a quick spine stretch, and then we'll be done. So you're going to sit on the mat, flip yourself on over. Your feet are forward, nice and flexed. Your arms come out to your sides, nice and parallel, so you're forming a T. You're going to rotate your body slightly to the left side, just like this, arm still out by your side. Your right hand reaches for that left foot. Opposite hand stretches out in front of you. You lean forward. Feel a nice stretch in those legs, nice stretch in that torso, that spine, those arms everywhere. That's why I love this move. Come back to center. Rotate your body to the right side. Your left hand reaches for that right foot. You lean forward and stretch out of this side. Good. Let's do it one more time on each side. Arms come out wide. Rotate to the left side. Right arm reaches for the left foot. Breathe. And then bring yourself to center one more time. Rotate to the right side. Left hand reaches for that right foot. Feet are still nice and flexed. And you stretch here. All right, when you're done, you can cross your legs. Meet me back in center. Give me 2 quick deep breaths. Arms come up overhead. Inhale and exhale. Everything out. One last time. Arms cross, come on up. Deep inhale and exhale everything out. And you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me today.